What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So the Festival of Lights Part 2 has begun around the world. Let's go through all the event details and then some tips and tricks for the event. Timestamps below as always. Let's get right into it. So from November 9th, 12 a.m. local time to November 14th, 8 p.m. local time is the Festival of Lights Part 2. We have pretty much all the same bonuses as the Festival of Lights Part 1. However, there's a couple extra bonuses on top of that. Let's go through them. This part of the event is considered a Team Rocket takeover. So the bonuses we're going to be able to use a Charge Jam to help a Shadow Pokemon forget the move Frustration. Team Rocket members will be appearing more frequently in Pokestops and balloons, so balloons will be every 3 hours and Team Rocket grunts will be everywhere at Pokestops. Very easy to find them. Giovanni's going to return with Shadow Lugia, so you can now equip your Black Rocket Radar. We'll talk about how to get one in a second, but you can equip it if you want to catch a Shadow Lugia. You just have to defeat Giovanni either through a balloon or a rocket stop when you find him. Team Rocket has created more Shadow Pokemon. I'm going to go through what the new Shadow Pokemon lineup is in a second, but there is a complete revamp of what Cliff, Sierra, Arlo has and all the grunts. Finally, there's going to be a new research task on top of the original research tasks from the Festival of Lights event. I'll throw up all the research tasks on screen, but the new one is going to be defeat a Team Go Rocket leader for a Vullaby encounter. So you can now get Vullaby through field research as well as the research breakthrough box. And on top of that, Vullaby can now be shiny. So that's going to be the new shiny release for this event. Vullaby and Mandibuzz, check them out on screen. Those are the new shinies. Finally, Misunderstood Mischief research is finally going to get completed. So you're going to get access to page 15 and 16. On page 15, the tasks are defeat 5 Team Rocket grunts for a Rocket Radar, defeat 3 Team Rocket leaders for a Black Rocket Radar or the Super Rocket Radar to battle Giovanni, defeat a Team Go Rocket boss for a Lucky Egg, which will get you an Absol, 2 Raspberries, 40 Mega Houndoom Energy, then 3 claim rewards for a Dusknoir, 20 Hoopa Candy, and a Star Piece. So yeah, if you want that Black Rocket Radar to battle Giovanni, you do need to go ahead and get to page 15 of Misunderstood Mischief research. And then unfortunately, you actually have to use that Rocket Radar to complete the Misunderstood Mischief research. So you could theoretically hold on to this radar if you want to, save it for a future Shadow Legendary like Mewtwo if it ever comes back. However, I don't know if I really recommend it because you want to complete the Misunderstood Mischief research so you get access to that other special research story, which we are getting at the end of the season. And I believe that special research story will allow us to catch Hoopa Unbound. You have two options: either save the radar and then try to get another Shadow Legendary, or complete the research and use the radar, get a Shadow Lugia, and then also get access to the Hoopa Unbound research. If you want, you can wait and figure out if that special research is even going to give us Hoopa Unbound, but there's been a lot of leaked text updates and all that stuff that are pointing towards it. So those are the event details. Let's start by going through the new Shadow leaders and grunts. What Pokemon do they have right now? So I'm gonna link this website below, but it's Silph Road Team Rocket Invasions. It pretty much goes through every single Team Rocket grunt and leader and what are their possible encounters and Pokemon. Starting with the bosses, Sierra now has Nidoran female and it can be shiny. So that's gonna be your encounter from Sierra. Arlo now has Gligar and that can be that can be Shadow Shiny Gligar. Cliff is going to have Grimer, which can be Shiny Shadow Grimer if you want that. And Giovanni, of course, is going to give you Lugia. Now, what about regular grunts? Let's go through them right now. First, we got the These Waters Are Treacherous grunt. Can now get you a Mudkip, Psyduck, Shelder, or War Turtle. If you're curious how I know what this is, on the website, if it has a little Pokeball beside it, that means that is a possible reward from this grunt. The Rock grunt, which has Let's Rock and Roll, now has a Shadow Larvitar, Shadow Anorith, or Shadow Lily. That Shadow Larvitar, I believe, is going to be the most common, which is going to be great for these rock grunts. Don't Tangle With Us, which is the grass grunt, now has Cacnea, Turtwig, Ivysaur, and Tangela. All good encounters there. Shadow Ivysaur and Shadow Venusaur are back, guys, so get them because that wasn't out before. Get Ready to Be Shocked now has Magnemite, Electrike, Electabuzz, and Magneton. All good encounters there. I believe the Magnemite is the new one here. The Fairy grunt, which is Check Out My Cute Pokemon, now has Shadow Ralts. So Shadow Ralts is back, guys. If you need a Shadow Gardevoir, you can go after it. This bust physique isn't just for show. We got Shadow Hitmonlee and Shadow Hitmonchan. So unfortunately, Shadow Machop is gone from the fighting grunts, but you can get Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. The Fire grunt, which is Do You Know How Hot Fire Breath Can Get, we got Charmander and Vulpix and Magmar. So Charmander is back, which wasn't there before. So Shadow Charizard, you can get it. Battle Against My Flying type Pokemon gets you Murkrow, Starly, or Zubat. Nothing new here. Kiki, which is the Ghost grunt, gets you Mischievous or Sableye. You can now get Sableye from the Ghost grunt, which was originally only from the Dark grunt. Wherever there's light, there's also Shadow, Poochyena, Cacturne, and Sableye as well. So Sableye is available through the Dark and the Ghost grunt. You'll be defeated into the ground. Cubone and Sandshrew are available from that. So I believe Shadow Swinub is gone. Actually, never mind. Shadow Swinub is here in the Ice grunt. You can get Seal and Swinub, Snover, or Cloyster for You're going to be frozen in your tracks. Normal grunt, which is going to be Rattata, Badbarrel, or Raticate. All possible encounters there. But you got the second version of the Water grunt, which is just called the Magikarp grunt. It's just a male version of the Water grunt, which you can get a Magikarp. Coiled and Ready to Strike, so the Poison grunt gets you a Nidoran female or Nidorina and a Zubat. We got the Are You Scared of the Psychics that use unforeseen powers? Abra and Ralts are available from that. But also I've heard that you can get Shadow Matang from the second slot. So Shadow Beldum is actually available from grunts right now because Shadow Matang is a possible counter from the Psychic Grunt. So make sure you do those Psychic Grunts because Shadow Metagross, an absolute deadly Pokemon. We have the Dragon Grunt, which says Roar, has that sound. Got Dratini from that. And then finally the Bug Grunt, Go My Super Bug Pokemon, Venomoth, Weedle, Scorpy, and Beedrill, all available from that. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much all the new Team Rocket Grunt lineups. Some of these might be a little off, so if I do have any errors, I will fix them in the pinned comments below. And then finally, just note, none of these Shadow Pokemon can be shiny from grunts. You can only get shiny Shadow Pokemon from leaders. So if you're trying to get a shiny Shadow Beedrill, for example, like, it's impossible, except if Niantic messes up and does a glitch, because those have happened in the past. I just want to add, if you're curious what the best Shadow Pokemon are in Pokemon Go and which ones to remove frustration from during this event, because that is one of the bonuses, check out the video link below or carded up here. I go through pretty much all the best Shadow Pokemon and which ones are actually worth removing frustration from, powering up, and using. Check it out. With that out of the way, I quickly want to talk about Shadow Lugia. Now, is Shadow Lugia actually any good in Pokemon Go? Some of you might be forced to catch it if you want to complete the research, but let's actually look at if this Pokemon is any good.
Shadow Lugia will be a decent flying type raid attacker. Although it is missing a flying type fast move, running the moves Extrasensory and Aero Blast, Shadow Lugia can be used as a flying type attacker. However, there are better options like Shadow Moltres or regular Moltres. And then as far as PvP goes, unfortunately, Shadow Lugia is going to be outclassed by its regular counterpart, ranked 165 in the Great League, ranked 85 in the Ultra League, and ranked number 6 in the Master League. Meanwhile, regular Lugia is ranked number 1. So Shadow Lugia is definitely not going to be the best Pokemon to get. However, you are forced to catch one to complete this misunderstood mischief research, and you want to complete this research because if you complete this research, you get access to the most likely Hoopa Unbound research at the end of the season. So I'm going to catch one. You don't have to catch one if you don't want, as it's not the best compared to its regular counterpart. However, it is still a pretty strong Pokemon.
So yeah, Shadow Lugia, unfortunately, not as good as its regular counterpart, but you still can use it. It's still going to be a good Pokemon. It's still going to be strong. There's just stronger out there. And it's also going to be very expensive. Now, before I end this video, I want to go through a couple more tips, all focused around Team Rocket Grunts for this event. I'm so excited for this event because this gives you a great chance to complete the Hero Medal, which is defeat 2,000 Team Rocket members. Since Team Rocket members are kind of hard to grind out because they're hard to find, during this event, they're going to be everywhere. So it's very easy to complete your Hero Medal during this event, guys. So if you haven't completed this medal, the Team Rocket invasions are the best time to do it. Make sure you're always doing your balloons. Also, if you're on level 44, I believe, I'm going to throw the task on screen, but it's focused all around Team Rocket Grunts, guys. Make sure you play this event. This is going to have Team Rockets everywhere. You're going to be able to do leaders, grunts, whatever you need to do, purify Pokemon, all that stuff. This is a great event to play to work towards this stuff. On screen, I'm going to throw up all the Shadow Pokemon that are available right now that are only 1,000 Stardust to purify. So make sure if you have these Pokemon, purify them if you're working on the Purify 100 Pokemon for the level 44 task. So make sure you purify these Pokemon. I call these the 6 Queens, I believe I call them. I made a video about it, but yeah, purify these Pokemon, only 1,000 Stardust, and it's going to be the cheapest if you're trying to complete that task for cheap. Other than that though, guys, that's pretty much all my tips for the event. This is not even really a tips video since it is just a little addition onto the Festival of Lights event. So if you want to know more tips about this event and you want to know more about the wild spawns and all that stuff and tips about that, I'm going to link below my video on the tips for the Festival of Lights event, part 1, as the spawns are the exact same through this part of the event. We're just getting extra Team Rocket bonuses on top. With that being said, guys, I really appreciate y'all watching. Comment below any tips that I missed because, you know, I'm not perfect. We're going to see y'all in the next one. Follow for more tips. Peace.